Donovan Mitchell, the new franchise record 71 points.
Donovan Mitchell is more than just a basketball player. He's a rising star in the NBA and a beloved figure among fans. Known for his incredible athleticism, scoring ability, and infectious personality, Mitchell has quickly become one of the most exciting players to watch on the court. He's one of the hot topics of the NBA as rumors about his potential trade from the Cavaliers are spreading. Here's what we know so far. A few teams, apparently, have their eyes set on Donovan Mitchell in an attempt to challenge for the NBA title. It's said that some competing executives are hopeful the Cleveland Cavaliers will let him go for the right amount. The four-time All-Star is signed until the 2025 to 2026 season, at which point it is anticipated that he will activate his player option. Last season, Spida guided the Cavaliers to their first postseason appearance since LeBron James was the team's star player in 1998. However, an early upset by the New York Knicks ended Cleveland's postseason hopes. The Cavs could lose in the first round once more if they can't make changes. When Donovan Mitchell wanted his way out of Utah, it was believed that the shooting guard became tired of early playoff exits. It seems like he's back in that situation, albeit in a different uniform. Adrian Wojnarowski had this to report about how Cleveland Cavaliers GM Koby Altman is looking at rising trade interest on Mitchell. In the conversations I've had, lose my number on Donovan Mitchell. The Cleveland Cavaliers may be confident that they can lock in Mitchell to a long-term contract. Otherwise, they'd have to consider a potential trade for the right price. Spida will earn $33 million this season and will get $35 million the following year. Everybody is expecting that he will exercise his player option for the 2025-26 season to look for a maximum long-term contract. Cleveland is most assuredly willing to re-sign Mitchell, but may not be on the same page. The New York Knicks were Donovan Mitchell's first choice before the Cavaliers overwhelmed the Utah Jazz with an overwhelming trade package. If and when he opts out of his contract in the summer of 2025, he will be free to sign for any team. Altman's stance on trade talks is perhaps based on the confidence that the team can re-sign one of the NBA's elite scorers to a long-term deal. Do the Cavaliers have enough around Donovan Mitchell to contend for a championship? The Cleveland Cavaliers may have to retool the roster to compete for the championship with Donovan Mitchell as the superstar. They have a 23-15 record, the fourth best in the Eastern Conference. Evan Mobley is still at least 4 weeks away from returning from knee surgery. Meanwhile, Darius Garland, who dealt with a fractured jaw, will be sidelined for at least another week. Cleveland has done well without those two, but the Cavaliers are likely not going anywhere if they are not back in peak form. Even if they return on time, beating the elite teams in the East will be a tall task. They will be underdogs against the Miami Heat, Boston Celtics, and Milwaukee Bucks in a 4-game series. The New York Knicks will be another tough team to contend with. The Cavaliers could use another big man and shooter. Jared Allen will handle the middle, but the front line is thin behind him. Mobley will likely be compromised after coming back from knee surgery. A shooter who can punish some of the double teams on Donovan Mitchell will also benefit the team. Out of Cleveland's three-point shooters, Sam Merrill is the best with 42.5%, but he has a total of 8 playoff games in his career. Cleveland's roster has a feel of what Mitchell's Utah Jazz teams played like. The Cavaliers are quite good, but they likely need more around Spida to compete for a title. The Lakers have always been a franchise that has gone star chasing. At their core, they are probably always going to be a team built around stars. The trade for Russell Westbrook had roots in a desire to form a big three and another superstar. While there may have been some lessons learned that the Lakers applied this past offseason, for example, the Lakers are who they are, which is why it probably shouldn't be much of a surprise to see them linked to a star once again. Dave McMenamin of ESPN reported that the team could be interested in Donovan Mitchell and Trae Young this offseason. It's a plan that can't be executed until the NBA draft, because the Pelicans have the right to pick between the Lakers' 2024 or 2025 first-round pick, one of the final vestiges of the Anthony Davis trade. Once that decision is made, the Lakers will have 3 first-round picks they can trade. The Lakers have discussed internally the possibility of packaging 3 picks, along with players they already have on their books, to pursue a bona fide star, such as Donovan Mitchell of the Cleveland Cavaliers or Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks, team sources told ESPN. the Lakers have been linked in the past to both Mitchell and Young. As they were preparing for the offseason last year, reports came out that the Lakers had similar internal discussions about trading for Young. Also notable is that he is a clutch client, which seems to be a recurring trend of late. With Mitchell, while they haven't been directly linked to him, they have been indirectly linked. The Lakers tried to get involved in the trade that sent Mitchell to the Cavaliers, though it wasn't for Mitchell himself. They have shown an openness or willingness to trade for Mitchell in the past as well, but there hasn't been a lot of substantive connection between the two outside of that. The math wouldn't be terribly hard to do when it came to matching salaries, as the Lakers have a host of tradable contracts. However, the question would be how much this plan would factor into any decisions they make at the trade deadline. Do they feel strongly enough about their chances of landing Mitchell or Young not to pull the trigger on a big deal at the deadline and save their picks for an even bigger deal down the road? It's a tough choice to make, particularly with LeBron James on the roster and the need to always be competing at the top level so long as he's around. LeBron, though, has also shown a surprising level of understanding when it comes to the approach the front office has taken at times in his tenure. It's yet another thing for the Lakers to weigh with the pressure of the deadline increasing. However, the latest report suggests that the Cleveland Cavaliers reportedly have no plans to trade Donovan Mitchell despite buzz about the Miami Heat potentially being interested in trading for the All-Star guard. Sam Vecini of The Athletic reported the Cavaliers are planning to ride out this season with Mitchell on their roster. Mitchell is under contract through the 2024-25 season and has a player option for 2025-26, which he will almost certainly decline in an effort to land a long-term contract. As it stands, Mitchell's average annual salary for his contract, $32.6 million, ranks 32nd in the NBA due to the timing of his rookie extension. He will be eligible for a max contract extension that will pay him more than $50 million a year this summer, and it's a virtual certainty the Cavs will offer him the contract. Whether Mitchell signs the deal will likely inform Cleveland's position on trading Mitchell this summer. It's well known that the Cavaliers were not Mitchell's first choice when he angled for a trade from the Utah Jazz in 2022. The New York Knicks were far and away from Mitchell's preferred destination and were the favorite throughout the process of Utah exploring the market before Cleveland swooped in at the last minute. The Cavs went 51-31 in Mitchell's first season in Cleveland, making the playoffs for the first time without LeBron James since 1998. That said, they were eliminated in the first round by the Knicks and are on a similarly middling trajectory this season at 22-15. Given Mitchell left Utah in part due to the Jazz's inability to make a dent in the playoffs, it's unlikely he's particularly thrilled with being on another team destined for early postseason exits. NBA insider Mark Stein reported the Heat have a bona fide interest in trading for Mitchell, despite Cleveland's continued reluctance to make a move. This is a situation worth monitoring in the coming months, but don't expect anything major to happen unless Mitchell tries to force his way out. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining, then don't forget to hit that like button below. And if you want to stay updated with more great content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking the red button and just ringing the notification bell so you never miss any future content from us. Your support means the world.